In today's video, we're talking about how to make money running a subscription box e-commerce business. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and I'm going to walk you through how this model actually works, how to get started, and what tools are going to make this process so much smoother. Subscription boxes can be a really fun and honestly profitable business if you structure it well from the beginning. So we're going to break down everything step by step in a simple way. Let's get into it. So first off, what is a subscription box business? It's essentially exactly what it sounds like. Customers sign up and pay on a recurring basis to receive a curated box of products every single month or quarter. It could be beauty items, snacks, wellness products, fitness gear, pet treats, books, stationery, coffee, self-care, or a niche hobby. The key here is that you're delivering value consistently and the customer feels excited every time that box arrives. When people love what they receive, they stay subscribed, and that recurring revenue is what makes this business so powerful. You don't have to chase customers every single month. You're building a loyal community that sticks around. Now, why this business model actually works. Subscription boxes work because they create a routine. People love knowing they have something to look forward to. They also take away decision fatigue. You're curating for them so they don't have to search for products themselves. There's also novelty in it. The surprise element makes it feel like a gift each time. It also builds a brand story. Your box can show off your personality and values. And from a business standpoint, having recurring revenue means you can plan ahead, scale with more confidence, and reinvest in that growth. Now, let's talk about the key components of a successful subscription box business. Number one is a clear niche and a concept. Before anything else, you need clarity. What box are you creating and who is it for? Some niches that do well, beauty and skincare discovery boxes, coffee or tea lovers, wellness and self-care kits, fitness gear or supplements, journaling and stationery, pet treats and toys, book lover boxes, craft or hobby kits. The more specific the niche, the easier it is to attract the right people. Instead of self-care box, think self-care box for stressed college students or self-care box for moms. Specificity makes your marketing sharper. Number two is sourcing your products. You can source products wholesale, work with small makers, or create your own custom items. This is where things like Printify can help. If you wanted to include branded merch like tote bags, journals, mugs, stickers, you can design them and get them printed on demand. It really does add a personal touch without needing to buy bulk inventory up front. You can also use Fiverr to hire designers for product artwork, packaging cards, logo design, or custom illustrations for your box items. Number three is packaging and branding. People love beautiful unboxing moments. The experience really does matter. You don't need to start with expensive custom packaging though. Start simple with clean boxes, branded stickers, tissue paper, and a thank you card. Tools that can really help with this are Canva, so you can create your branding, inserts, stickers, and thank you cards super easily. I just wanted to quickly show you Canva. I'm on the pro plan, so they do have a free plan, but there's just less templates, but we do have a link down in the description if you want to check it out. But maybe we just want to create a thank you card. We'll go to templates, we'll search thank you card, and then here we can go ahead and see, look, there's even one thank you for your purchase. We can come in here, customize this template. Obviously, you want to update with your branding. Another thing I love about Canva is you can have your brand colors on here. So you can have a bunch of different brand kits depending on what type of business you have. If you want to select maybe a more neutral kit, you can go ahead and just shuffle all of this and it will update. You also can change the font as well to be whatever it is that you like. So this is actually a sticker, I believe. Yeah, but you can write thank you yourself in your own font, or you can search elements. You just want to search thank you. We can see all the graphics that they have. So maybe we want a little bit more of a neutral one. You can even see a little preview of what it would look like over here. You can choose if you want it on the back or if you just want it on the front, but the possibilities really are endless and you can print directly from here. I've printed from here and I just got them ordered to Staples and it was super easy. Or if you don't want to design them yourself, you also can go ahead and go to Fiverr to hire a designer if you want a little bit more professionally designed packaging elements. But start super clean and simple and then upgrade as you grow. The goal is thoughtful, not perfect. Is even just a little thank you card and tissue is perfect. Number 4 is setting up your online store. So this is where customers subscribe and manage their plan. For this, Shopify is the easiest platform because it already integrates with subscription apps, payment plans, and fulfillment systems. It just makes checkout smooth, handles recurring recurring billing and is going to give you a professional storefront from day one. You can use Shopify to build your store, add subscription checkout, track orders, manage customer accounts, integrate shipping tools. And if you want to test interest before building a full store, you can even start with a landing page first and then expand. If you want to get started with Shopify, you can get started with a free trial. We do have a link down below. So Shopify makes it really, really easy to navigate. We've got home right here, just to give you a quick little tour. We've got orders. So this is where you'll see all of your orders right here. You'll see drafts, shipping labels, abandoned checkouts. Then you've got all of your products in here. So you'd probably just come in here and add a specific box, right? Whatever it is that you're selling, whether that's coffee, wellness, fitness products, whatever it may be, you'll come and add it in here. You can add the price, you can add the inventory amount if you would like, shipping as well. So again, it makes it super, super easy. You also can do gift cards too, which is cool. Then you've got all of your customers. So you can import them in here or they will be added in here as they purchase, and you can segment as well, which is really powerful. Then you've got things like discounts, your content, your markets, your finance, analytics, everything lives in this dashboard, which just makes it so, so easy on top of your actual store. So you can create and customize your own store. They've got a bunch of different themes in here you can choose from. So again, they make it really, really easy. Number 5 is fulfillment and shipping. So you've got a few options here. You can do it yourself at first to save some money, or you can use a fulfillment partner once you scale. But definitely start with manageable batch shipping and don't overcomplicate things super early on. You can refine logistics as your subscriber base grows. Number 6 is customer experience and retention. So this business isn't about just selling boxes. It's about keeping customers excited month after month. Ways to boost retention are to include a card explaining each item and how they fit the theme, ask for feedback and suggestions. You can even reward long-term subscribers with small bonuses. You could share sneak peeks and polls to build anticipation. Your goal is to make them feel like they're part of something, not just buying a product. Number 7 is organization and workflow. So subscription boxes have a lot of moving parts. You have sourcing, packaging, shipping deadlines, content creation, and inventory tracking. A tool that I love and use is called ClickUp, and it can help you stay so organized. You can manage tasks and schedules. You can track inventory and ordering timelines. You can plan upcoming box themes. You can create workflows. You can even coordinate teams or freelancer tasks. Even if you're using Shopify to track product and inventory and everything like that, having your content organized and your launches organized is going to be so powerful in a tool like ClickUp. What's cool about ClickUp is you can have different dashboards and different settings and different layouts. So you can really customize everything from the name, what you need to actually track. You can have different dashboards for different things like content creation for one, fulfillment for another, launches for another, right? There's really just so many ways you can do it. If you want to get started with ClickUp, we do have a link down in the description as well. Number 8 is marketing and email nurture. So your email list will be a major driver for this business. A tool that I personally love is called Active Campaign, and you can use this for pre-launch waitlists, automated welcome sequences, monthly box reveals and sneak peeks, subscriber win-back campaigns, referral or gifting reminders. People buy from brands they trust, and email lets you nurture that relationship really closely and consistently. There are so many different email platforms out there, but some of my favorites are Active Campaign. I also love Flowdesk as well. There's Beehive. There's so many out there. So really take the time to look and find one that you can see yourself logging into and actually enjoying the process of sending emails, because it's going to be such a really, really vital, really nurturing your leads and your customers. Now you understand how to run this business. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons so you can decide if this is worth investing your time and money into. One clear pro of this business model is recurring revenue. Knowing you have repeat customers gives you stability and helps you forecast sales. Another pro is that this business is creative. You get to curate, build themes, and put personality into your product every month. It also has strong community potential. Subscription boxes often build loyal audiences who engage on social media, share unboxing, and actually refer friends as well. Now for the cons. It definitely requires organization. There are physical components, shipping deadlines, and product management, so being scattered can be challenging. And that's where tools like ClickUp really do come into place. Another con is customer churn. People might cancel after a few months, so retention strategies really do matter. If you don't plan for that, it can feel like you're always replacing customers. And lastly, packaging and shipping can definitely take time, but start simple and scale your systems slowly. It's so key. Now, let's touch on some bonus tips and what we can actually learn from successful subscription brands. A great example in this space is Atlas Coffee Club, which grew by creating an actual experience, not just shipping a product. Here are some of the lessons that are really worth looking at. First off, start with a simple MVP and validate demand. They didn't start with fancy packaging or a huge team. They built a simple version first, tested it with early subscribers, and then scaled once they had proof people actually loved it. Start lean, get data, and then grow. Next is to make each delivery feel like an experience. Atlas Coffee Club used postcards, tasting cards, and stories about the origin of each coffee. These little touches turned a delivery into a moment, not just a box. Think about how you can add storytelling, education, or a personal touch to your box. Next is to create anticipation. Subscribers looked forward to discovering a new region every single month. Variety and surprise kept retention high. Boredom leads to churn, so plan themes, seasonal drops, or rotating product styles. Retention is emotional. People stay when they feel connected to the brand, not just because the products are good. So build rituals, inside jokes, small rewards, and moments that make subscribers feel part of something bigger. Next is to know your numbers early. Successful subscription brands understand their metrics, especially LTV, which is lifetime value, and CAC, which is cost to acquire a customer. You don't need to be a data expert, but track the basics so you can grow intentionally rather than guessing. Next is to build systems before you scale. As orders grow, shipping and organization gets real really fast. Start documenting your process early, even if it's just a simple checklist. That way, operations don't fall apart when you get more and more subscribers. Ask for feedback and actually use it. Atlas consistently refine their boxes based on customer feedback. Do the same. Ask what people loved, what they skipped, and what they want more of. It keeps customers bought in and improves your product. Use a waitlist and warm your audience. Before you launch publicly, build a warm list of people who are already excited. Share behind the scenes, tease themes, and make early subscribers feel like they're insiders. Encourage subscribers to share their unboxing moments. Vote on future themes or tag you on social media. The more people feel involved, the longer they stay subscribed. The goal isn't just to go viral overnight. It's to build a brand people really look forward to and actually want to stick with. So should you choose this business model? If you enjoy curating products, building communities, and creating an experience for people, subscription boxes can be a very rewarding business. It takes planning and consistency, but the upside is reoccurring income and a brand that grows with loyalty over time. If you're someone who likes hands-on creativity work and you're comfortable with a little logistics, this can be such a great fit. If you want something fully automated from day one, this might not be the easiest place to start, but you can systematize it over time. If you want to get started with your subscription box business, all of the systems that I talked about today, we have links down in the description below that you can check out. Building a subscription box business is really about giving people a fun experience that they look forward to, not just sending products. With the right niche, a simple system, and tools that help you stay organized, this can turn into a really steady and rewarding business model. That wraps up this video. Again, all of the links we talked about, like Shopify, Printify, ActiveCampaign, Canva, all of those links are down below if you want to check them out. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping you build real online income streams in a simple, intentional, and sustainable way, whether you're starting your first business or scaling something you already have. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you aren't already. And of course, leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.